Man, it just literally just started raining out here a little bit, but that's still not gonna keep me from making this video, okay? Listen, if you're watching this video right now and you watch porn, I can guarantee you, after this video, you're never ever gonna wanna have the desire to watch porn again. I guarantee you this works, because what I'm about to tell you will make you stop watching porn. For those of you who are out there doing Nofap or No Nut January, all these Nofap challenges, this is gonna be Nofap help for you, okay? My story of what I'm about to tell you and why I stopped watching porn is gonna make you stop watching porn also, okay? Now, the only reason why I'm making this video was because a couple of weeks ago, I was going to West Hollywood and I decided to get me an Uber, right? So, you know, every Uber driver, they like to talk to the passengers. We just talking and whatever. He like, you know, what you do? I'm like, you know, I do vlogging, I'm on YouTube. I talk about self-development stuff. And, you know, this is my life, man. He's like, well, you make any money off that? I'm like, well, of course, this is what I do every day, 7 days a week. So make sure you subscribe. We just got to talking. He kept talking, and then he started talking about like, spirituality. And I'm like, oh, man, I know it is about to go. And he was like, well, if you do self-development, then you must know about energy, and you must know about spirituality and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. And so he goes on to say, well, you know, man, you know, God, man, he works in mysterious ways. And I'm just like, okay. And he was like, man, God will only warn you only like a few times before he like actually does something to you to make you stop doing something that he don't like you doing. And I'm just like, what? I'm thinking to myself, like, where is he getting at with this? You know, where is he getting at with this? And I'm like, yeah, man, you're right, man. You know, God is good, man. God will definitely stop you from doing things that he don't want you to do. And so he goes on to say, well, you know one thing, man, I'm gonna tell you something about me, man. You know, one of my biggest problems. Now, this is what he said. I didn't even start nothing about this. You know, what he said was, man, you know, I used to have this really big problem with watching porn. You know, he was like, man, this is actually what caused me and my wife to break up. I'm like, okay, I'm just thinking like, really? You know, he's like, yeah, man, I used to watch porn like really, really bad. And he was like, I knew it wasn't good for me, you know, and, you know, I had a relationship with God and everything. He was like, for some strange reason, you know, I knew I was supposed to not be doing this. And then I ended up losing my wife. And then when I lost her, I was still doing it. And then he goes on to say, you know, one thing that's funny though? I'm like, what? He was like, one day I was out playing basketball at the basketball court and this girl was guarding me. And so he was like, when I was dribbling the ball and I was trying to like cross her over or whatever, I accidentally poked myself in the eye and it like blacked out my whole eye for like a whole week. And I couldn't even see out my other eye. As soon as it happened, you know, he was like, I knew that God was telling me it was because I didn't stop watching porn. And it hit me like, dang, like, wow, like this is really real. Like, and he was like, yeah, man, that's why I was telling you, man, like, it's a good thing what you're doing, man, because, you know, God don't like certain things and like he'll warn you, but so many times to stop doing it. And if you don't stop doing it, then you got to suffer the consequences of doing it. And I'm just like, wow, like, you know, like, dang, man, that's something I should talk about on my channel. And so that's why I'm here today, you know, to tell you about, you know, how I stopped watching porn and how this guy stopped watching porn and how our stories can inspire you to help you stop watching porn too. Like I said, this is your last warning. After this video, you will no longer watch porn ever again. And by the way, if you ride Uber like I do and you want $2 off your next Uber ride, just click that link in the description section. You can use my little code or whatever. They give you $2 off your next 3 trips when you decide to take Uber. But anyway, moving on the other hand, when it comes to me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just gonna keep it real. Unlike a lot of people out there who probably do watch porn, but they'll never ever tell you that they watch porn because they scared of what people would think. I started watching porn when I was a teenager, you know? I can remember it just like yesterday, man. Me and like my 5 cousins used to get out the school bus and we used to go into the house, no parents, no supervision, you know. And right before we would go outside to play football every day after school, you know, we would like run to the house really, really fast, and like we would go to the closet because one of my cousins' dad used to keep flicks in the closet in the bag. Back then, porn was called flicks, and they used to make them on like these VHS tapes. So we just go in the bag and we see all these flicks, our eyes big, you know, and we would pop one out every single day, go in there, put it in the VCR, right? We would go make us some Kool-Aid in the kitchen while it's loading up or whatever. Introduction, go get us some popcorn. We go to the store, get some candy, everything. We'll do all this stuff, man, just to watch that flick, just to watch that porn tape, you know, until we decided to go outside and play football. And we would just sit there and watch it because it was something different to us. You know, we had always heard about, you know, porn and mom and dad having intercourse, having sex, but we never really was able to see it for ourselves. But when we had access to it, you know, when we were old enough to try to find out where it was at, how to get to it, we would like binge watch pornography. And it kind of got into my brain, you know, as a teenager, that this was a cool thing to do. And so I was watching porn like through half of my teenage years, but I did not know it would be detrimental to my mind and my well-being and my energy until later. And so as time progressed, you know, and when I was in high school, after I had watched so much porn, I got into the mindset of like actually want to have a real girlfriend, you know, have a real girl, you know, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't able to attract like girlfriends, or I didn't understand why women didn't think I was attractive when I was in high school. And so time went on and on and on, and I'm still feeling unattractive. I'm still not feeling masculine about myself. I still would, you know, go home and I still would have the pornography running on the computer and stuff like that from time to time. And so one day I came up with this idea, and I was like, you know, maybe it's me watching the porn that's really keeping me from being attractive, because I guess I felt like I didn't need real women. So that's maybe the reason why I wasn't able to, you know, have a desire to like go after women hard enough like I was supposed to. And so what I did was, I remember sitting in my room one day I made a deal with God, and I said to myself, God, if I stop watching porn, will you please help me be attractive to women? Will you please help me get real women? And so I did that, and I never looked back. And like ever since, you know, high school, I have always been like a type of guy that able to attract women like never before, and that's what I wanted. And so I was able to be delivered from that. Like God delivered me from watching porn. And so looking back to like when I used to watch porn versus like how I am now, I know that it was like an energy thing. The reason why I wasn't able to be like super attractive to women was because I was wasting my energy on the porn to the point that I didn't need the energy of a feminine being, because I was getting it from watching porn. So that's why I say, man, like if you watching this video, this gonna be your last time even watching porn. I already know for a fact, man. Listen, this is real stuff. Like when you watching porn, you are really giving your energies out to porn websites and people that are really trying to like keep you there held captive, to where in the real world you're not able to be your true feminine self or your true masculine self. It's all about energy, and wherever energy goes, that's where money flows. See, that's what all the porn companies know. Wherever your attention and your energy goes, that's where money flows. So they get paid off of you watching porn through your energy. Because it's just like a news network or any media outlet. The longer you stay on the platform and continue to watch, the more money they make. So after I made that deal with God, I ain't never looked back from watching porn. And I'm in my 30s right now. And like, man, I feel better than ever before. So you don't need to wonder when you're gonna ever stop watching porn. This your last warning right here. It feel like God sent me to tell you this is it right now, man. That is reason why, you know, you're so out of balance in your everyday reality, because your root chakra, the root chakra is out of balance. And you need all 7 chakras to be on a high level of energy to be able to attract women the way you really truly want to attract women. And no, this don't only just apply to men. This don't only just apply to men either. It's also a lot of women that watch porn. Okay, I've come across a lot of women on my journey who I've been close with who have admitted that they watch pornography. But honestly, I do feel like if you even a woman and you watch pornography, that can also take away from your feminine attributes, you know, in keeping you balanced, you know, with your feminine attributes versus being masculine. Oh, so basically what I'm saying is, I think that watching porn as a woman could cause you to be a little bit more masculine than you should be, because you don't need to be stimulated by a real man if you're watching porn. So it works both ways. You know, as a man, it keeps you from being really masculine, okay? And as a woman, it keeps you from being really, really feminine. And so along my journey, I also came across some guys that began to tell me like about this Nofap challenge, trend. Did you do Nofap to stop watching porn? And I ain't never heard of none of that stuff until I started to look it up, and I guess it do work. So if you are doing Nofap or Nofap challenges, that's wonderful. Continue to do what you do. But hey, after this video, you ain't even gonna want to watch porn no more. I promise you that. The thing about it, I mean, if you're a highly sexual person and you just, you know, you like to engage in, you know, having sex, I mean, I don't really feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, conserve your energy and make very wise, rational decisions with how you do it. You know what I mean? So like, really know how you're giving out your energy and who you're giving your energy to, because I've also heard that when you have intercourse with another person, you know, you're intertwining your spirit with their spirit, and you can take on some of the spirits that they have on them. So if you're like choosing to have sex with people who you don't really even know that good, and they got like these negative spirits on them, these demonic spirits in their being or whatever, I heard that can get on you too. Somebody told me that. I can't remember exactly what they said about that, but I heard that you can extract spiritual energies from other people. So just be real careful, man. Just be careful about who you having sex with. So nowadays, man, you know, not having to feel like I need to resort to porn, it made me feel powerful. Like, it made me feel good. It made me feel like I got control over my life now. You know, it made me have more respect for myself now. And that's what I think it's all about. Like, do you really respect yourself? You really respect your body enough to not like even watch it? Do you really feel like you got control over your life? Do you really feel like you got control over, you know, everything about you? Because if you feel like you don't, then you gonna go watch porn. I mean, and every time you watch porn, it feel like while you watching it, you losing something. I mean, you losing something, a part of yourself that you're never gonna be able to get back. And then when it's over, it's like this fake sense of gratification that you really, you know, had a good feeling with another partner when you were just watching somebody else do it. So at the end of the day, I can say that if you are able to stop watching porn, you really respect yourself. And also on the other end of the note, like, I think that a lot of women can pick up on the energy, like unconsciously. I don't even think they know they doing it, but I think a lot of women are naturally attracted to a man that don't watch porn. I don't know. I just feel like they do, because once upon a time, like I said, when I was back in school, everything about me repelled women, and I didn't even know what it was until I stopped watching porn, okay? And then it's like everybody began to become attracted to me because more masculine vitality about myself, and I was not releasing it in the wind. So that's why I say, listen, stop watching porn. This is your last warning. Stop watching porn, okay? As a matter of fact, speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below. if you real about it, and you don't mind letting people know that you're gonna quit, or if you've watched porn before, comment below. Keep it 100. Talk to me. Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about watching porn. Are you gonna quit, or are you gonna continue on and not respect yourself? And ladies, you speak up too, because y'all ain't exempt either. Anyway, I'm TreniuS Henderson. Oh yeah, by the way, man, if y'all want to make some extra money, I just downloaded this application that I've been using for the past week. It's called Digit. You can download it from the App Store. It's called Digit, and what the app does is it literally saves money for you. I ain't never known no app. I've been bad at saving money, but I ain't never know an app that save money like this app do. And it saved the money behind the scenes. Like it connects to your bank account, right? And like it goes to your bank account, and it determines when it should take like $2 out or $5 out. It's a smart app. So if you want to save a lot of money without even knowing, download that Digit app. In the very bottom in the comment section, it's also going to be in the description section. Now, another perk that comes with the app is, listen, if you download the app, right, it's going to automatically give you $5. And I think if you like get like two other people to download it, they give you like $20. And you get 5 people, they give you like $250. And so like I've been seeing notifications come up on my messages on my phone for the past couple days, like TreniuS, you got $90 because you referred 2 people, you referred 3 people, you got $100. I'm like, yo, I gotta tell people about this because it's a real app right here. So get Digit, download that app right now in the comment section. Look in the description section, you can find that app, click that link, download it, it's absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my channel for some more videos right here by clicking my face icon. Click that face icon and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload new videos every single day. In the meantime, check out one of the other videos right here. They're both good. Stop watching porn. This was your last warning. This was your last warning.